Today, I want to invite you to actually grab a cup of tea, grab your water, grab a coffee as you wish. Let's have a real talk about going into your potential. Let's have a real talk about being more in your true self, right? Being more in the North Node, if that says or rings anything to you. Let's talk about how you can get there, right? And let's also not confuse ourselves with where you are at this current moment. There is anything wrong with it, because there isn't, right? There is nothing wrong with where you stand. You just notice that you are stuck. You just notice that there is no movement. You just notice that you're bored, maybe, right? But you see, all of that is just a signal. It's not that something is wrong with you. It's not that something is off. It's you are noticing something inside of you that you're not happy anymore and that you'd like to go somewhere else. And you see, that's totally normal and that's totally fine. You will never always experience a bliss or I don't know, all these kind of states of consciousness. You can certainly learn to tap into those. And I really enjoy that, but it's also understanding that you're a human being and you experience a lot of emotions if you're in this world. And you kind of sometimes have like a little bit like this, but yeah, you can learn to make it a bit more smooth and actually listen to your intuition before. So your intuition, right, is showing you at this current moment that something is off. Is showing you that you want to go somewhere else. Is showing you that the path you took until now was very nice, but not anymore. Giving yourself peace in that moment and understanding that, there is not really anybody who can give you a step-by-step guide. And I find that so crucial. You see, what I love to do with my people is that I give them ideas and they learn to feel into it. It's actually schooling your own intuition to show you the direction. Because I'm not going to tell you which direction you should take, and you should never really go that path because no one will be able to tell you fully where to go. Okay? Some people may have the experience and may be able to guide you a little bit, but you feel for yourself, you learn to understand that your highest and biggest signal that you should actually listen to is living here. You got to do those things that are aligned with who you are, and you got to actually open up your heart. You got to open up those channels that belong to you. They're here to help you, to support you, to speak to you. Unfortunately, we haven't really learned to listen to them, so we kind of feel like irritated or we feel like angry or anything like that, and we take it as a bad, right? As something that isn't supposed to be here or something that needs to be avoided. You don't need to avoid your feelings, you need to start listening to your feelings so you actually start to see which direction you want to go. And when we talk about potential, right? When we talk about really tapping into your own potential, it's not really about being in a comfort zone. You see, the last 5 years, I have been walking in waters I feel extremely uncomfortable, extremely weird, right? And it's because it's not known for us. It's not known. How can you be comfortable in something that you don't know? That you don't know how to kind of like wave, right? How do you walk in those waters that are actually in your absolute highest potential, but you have never done that before? It feels a little wonky. It feels a bit weird, and that's normal, and that doesn't mean, and this is why it's crucial to get to know your body, to get to know yourself, to get to know, oh, this is how it feels like. You see, I use my emotions as a signal. I use it as, I'm really, really anxious here. So tell me more. What is this about? Why am I anxious? Why am I so scared of this or this situation? Right? Why do I feel tight? What is it that I try to not see? What is it that I don't see? Right? And you see, the more you are asking those questions, and the more you are starting to learn to really dive into those signals that are really actually your own emotions, right? That's why learning more about your emotions, about who you are, is so crucial, because it helps you on the way. You don't need anybody else to tell you, oh, this is, by the way, not the way. Well, maybe not for you, but for me it is, you know. And so gotta understand, okay, what is lighting me up, right? If you want to go all in and you're saying, okay, I just want to live the highest possible life that I can go, which is about joy, right? I mean, it's about love, it's about joy, it's about maybe adventure, whatever that is for you, right? But you gotta tap into your joy every single day. You got to tap into, how does that feel like? Use your emotions to navigate through these waters. And so if you're shutting them down, you don't know really what you're doing. You're following a construct that is based on what you have learned, right? It's based on what you have learned from your early days growing up. It's based on conditioning. It's based on the environment you're living in, but you're not living to your full truth because you don't have access to your own emotions. You don't have access to your own guidance system, which actually really sucks, right? It sucks that you have no access, right? You don't know. You don't know if something would be really, really nice to you or not. So let's wrap this up. I think the best to really look into your own potential is to start to put in the effort to have a little bit of joy every single day, feeling into how it's like to live a life that is more happy, that is more love, that is more playfulness, right? So what could you do to actually access that emotion? What could you do to really gain the access to feel this more? Because it's a practice, right? It's a question of, what do you practice today? And yes, we are all practicing something. The question is, what are you practicing, right? So I would say this is number one. Number two is stepping into where in my life do I really, really, really want to go? And what are the very, very small steps I can take sustainably every single day to do a little bit for that, right? You see, first you need to understand, okay, I want this goal, but in order to get there, I might need a long journey to go to, or maybe the journey is long. And so I cannot go in with, like, I don't know, 200 kilometers per hour because I'm gonna burn out. So I want to take steps that are sustainable, that actually give me energy. I want to do something that pushes me in that direction while I'm still standing, right? And I mean, oftentimes this actually requires to go a little bit into healing spaces, right? To recover maybe even from past, from what you have lived before, how you have lived before. And this is not about, hey, I'm going to fix myself. This is about, okay, I want to rewrite my own story. And because of that, I'm trying to make an effort to change. And you see, oftentimes, those changes, they require real effort. They require from you to maybe let go of some ego aspects that you have identified yourself with, right? Maybe you got some other stuff that is coming up during the time that you are looking for your highest potential, right? Depending on where you really want to go, healing will be coming your way, because in order to tap into your full potential, you gotta go into this darkness. While darkness doesn't mean any good or bad, it just actually means that going into the dark to find those hidden gifts, right? To find things that you have left there, or, if you have done something to suppress, that's always kind of hidden and it's not here in this current moment. And so, if we want to go to certain aspects from ourself to actually claim those parts that we have once, let's say, pushed away, we gotta go there again and collect it, right? Collect it with love, collect it with forgiving, and not only yourself but also the other people. And so this requires quite a lot of intention and work. Okay, so give yourself the time. Give yourself time to go through this, go through the stages of healing. You have time. There is no such thing as I need to rush and I'm already 2 years in the healing space. So what, right? So what? There's still plenty of things that you can do on your way where you can actually experience a lot of joy, where you can actually experience a lot of more of your potential, because the more you're opening up to healing spaces, and I don't mean you need to go anywhere, you can do this at home, where you start to really look into what you want to accomplish, and accomplish in a sense of letting go, releasing, letting go and detach from things that you have, really grabbed yourself onto. So letting go of those things is really, really important. And while doing this, you're still doing the opposite of like going into your potential, right? You're still going into that. And so that gives you the amount of peace that you need. So give yourself peace, give yourself time to really relax, time to really, really tap into what can I do to give myself rest? What can I do to help and support myself even more, right? That's so, so helpful. Can I go and have a bath? Can I go and for a walk? Can I be with people maybe? Do I want to be in solitude for a while? Do I want to have a nap, right? Those things are very, very powerful because we are doing it consciously. We are opening up ourselves to where do we really want to go, right? All right, I really, really hope this video has helped you. Don't forget to share and let me know if this video has helped you. And with this said, speak to you very, very soon. All the love to you, and bye.